Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, Refund. Thinking right out here in my lab, and I'm in the book. I got another lesson for you. Who? The forces of entropy. Remember, evil. Everybody think that Set is the bad guy. Let's talk about Set. I'm gonna give him give him his props today. How about that? All right, that's right. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? So let's get that together. I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, so you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my God be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about Set, the bad guy who ain't really a bad guy. He's really Ra's bodyguard. When we get done, you'll understand. So let's talk about this. The great principles of Sheetot Netta. I'm gonna break that down. But it's talking about Set, the bad good guy. Alright. This picture right here. Now I want you to understand. They're in boat. They're in Ra's boat, right? That's Ra. That's Tahuti and that's Haru. That's Tahuti and that's Haru. Okay, he got the consciousness, the eyes always there. But now that's them in the boat, right? You see what the boat is on? That's a serpent. That's Apophis. Okay, he represents entropy. He represents really. He's chaos. He's evil. We think that Set is evil. No, Set is just egotistical. Okay, he just on his own accord. But he's the kind of guy that you want him on your team. Why? You see what he doing? You see what he doing? What they doing? Who the only one still going? That's Set is the fight that's inside you. That phrase, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight, but it's the size of the fight inside you. Set was built to fight. Like the honey badger. He don't give a damn who he fight. He looking for a fight. He just loves to fight. That's your ego. That's what Set is. He fight anybody. He don't care. He fighting the prophet. And that's his job for the rest of his days. Okay? Moving on. Good story. All right. But the force of entropy. In Netarian religion, there is no concept of the devil or evil as is conceptualized in the Western culture. Rather, it is understood that the forces of entropy are constantly working in nature to bring that which has been constructed by human hands to their original natural state. The serpent Apophis, that's what he's on. That's how big he is. They say he can wrap around the earth 3 times. So he's a big dude. So when he come in and make his presence, everybody pretty much get petrified and can't move. The only one who still fighting is Set. Set don't give a damn how big he is. He don't give a damn. Okay, so yeah, that's the concept. And that's the symbolism behind Set. The fight that's in him, he fights. He was built to fight. He's going to fight. If you got him on your team, you want to control him, manipulate him, and harness him to do what? Fight. That's what he do every night. He do his job every night. Sun got to rise. Set got to do his job every night for the sun to rise. What? Fight off a prophet so that Ra can come and do his thing. It's a good story. Again, all this is symbolical, but the story, once you learn to understand it, it makes a lot of sense. All right, here we go. So watch this. What happened? Okay, now the serpent Apophis, our pet, who daily tries to what? Stop Ra's boat. Ra's in the boat. The boat ain't on water. How is the boat propelling? How's the boat getting from here to there? You see, the boat is actually on Ra's back. That's how big he is. That's the point. Okay, he's the length of the boat, right? The boat ain't on water. It's on Ra's back. The underwater, the Duat, it ain't water. How'd the boat get around? Just think about that. I'm just trying. We've been doing this for a long time now. Now we talking about the mother shit coming back. We know the boat of 1,000,000 years. It sailed, not on water. The symbolism behind the boat, we had that a long time ago. Okay, just wanted to point that out because I hear about talking about this A3, A whatever he was coming 3, whatever nonsense. Not with none of that. Okay. I'm trying to show you, they had this thing already mapped and figured out. Your ego, your id, your identification with who you are is to fight and fight and fight. It's not going to not fight. That's what it does. Understand that. Put it in a position to do just that for you. Don't let it run you. It ain't good in leading. It's good fighting. It ain't good at nothing else. See the concept? Okay. You got Haru, which is the higher self, intellect, smart. Tahuti, God's messenger, intellect, smart. They don't do no fighting. In the movie, I never forget with Rodney Dangerfield, Back to School, when he was in the club, the college kids, the big jocks, they walk around in those jackets on the football team. They think they're hot stuff. My man walked up on there. Oh, you think it is? You want to fight? No, I ain't a fighter. He's the fighter. That's set, okay? And when he get up, don't worry about it. What? Oh, stop moving furniture. What? Oh, all hell about to break loose. That's what he do. He fight. So when you call on him, I got a buddy, my dude, trigger finger. If I needed something done, I call him. He coming. I call him on the false alarm. He said, "Yo, big don't do that to me, man. You know how I said, yeah, sorry about that, dog." But yeah, when you got somebody who do what they do, that's what you use them for. So that's what Set is used to fight off Apophis every night. Why? I need him. Without him, it might be a different story. All right, but that's the philosophical concept. But that's the whole thing about the concept. The serpent, Apophis, represents darkness. The sun, Ra, represents light. Darkness wants to keep everything dark. So he want to swallow up the sun. Okay, stop him from shining, so to speak. So that's the ongoing story, day and night. That's the ongoing battle. Why? He breaks loose every day and go do what he got to do. As soon as he come back down there, they go at it again. Love the story. All right. But Apophis, the serpent Apophis, who daily tries to stop Ra's boat of creation. But the boat ain't on water. I want to tell you that. And it's the symbol of entropy. The concept of entropy have referred to as chaos. Again, Murphy's Law. What could go wrong, 9 times 10 will go wrong. But this is all created by the Western Egyptologists. That's their philosophy. That's their concept. So I just showed you a picture of Set protecting the boat of Ra from the forces of entropy, evil. That symbolizes the serpent Apep. As expressed previously, in the Netherine religion, there is no concept of the devil. Okay, Satan, that y'all call him the demon or whatever, as is conceived in your Judean, Christian, or Islamic tradition. Y'all fabricated the devil, and we understood, but we had what we call chaos. We know about that. We know when anything going against God or against order is wrong and bad, so we understood that. But y'all called it something else. But rather, it is understood that manifestations of what? A detrimental situation and adversities arise as the result of what? Unrighteous actions. That's karma. That's what he just stated. Is karma. The Western civilization, y'all practice this evil tradition. Now it's understood that the manifestation of the detrimental situations and adversities arise as a result of one's unrighteous actions. You reap what you sow. These unrighteous actions are due to what? You ready? Satanian qualities. These are things that you do that's negative, that's against what's right. A devil is anything that opposes what's right or what's good or divine. These are qualities in a human being. Set, remember, is the natural of what? Egoism. You ready? Pay attention. And now egoism ain't always got to be bad, but egoism is the negative qualities that which arise from egoism. Egoism is what? Is the idea of me, I, individuality. And remember, when we come into the world, we have no idea about nothing. We just observe, watch, and start building up on what we see around us, our environment. And so the first thing you identify with is me, I. So that's natural. But it's based on identification with what the body, at that point in time, they don't know nothing about, but they just, then the body is me, I. And mind is only being who is one. Egoism, again, is the idea of individuality and is based on identification with one's body and mind only as being who one is. They think, I am not who, Papa, I am who I am. But if you don't know who you am, how can you state who you are? But we do that out of ignorance. But one has no deeper awareness of their deeper spiritual essence due to their ignorance and egoism. It's all about me. Okay? And thus, what happened? There's no understanding of their connectedness to what? All other objects, including persons spiritually, in creation, especially the divine self. You could care less about God, okay? But when the ego is under control, ding, 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 that's the concept you want to be under. Why? When it's under control by your higher nature, which is Haru, which is who have to put the ego in what? The servitude position to do what he needs to do, fight off Apophis. Everything else, I got that covered. You just do what I need you to do. And the ego acquiesce and do just that. So it fights the forces of entropy. That's what set does, as above. However, when the ego is beset by ignorance, now it leads to what? The degraded state of human existence and the leaders to vices from the ego, such as, you ready? Selfishness, extrovertedness, wanton, sexuality, lust, jealousy, envy, greed, gluttony are all the results of egoistic qualities in human beings who thrive for those things. Those things will not get you to the next level. Those things will not do anything but what? Self-satisfy you, which goes nowhere. Simple as that. And that's what they're trying to show you. Okay, Seth was different. He's a different dude. He's a unique type of person. Let me give you a little background of him before I wrap it up for you. But you see how he looked to the ears? He got a little animal look like him, right? So they give him his brother. He is a god in his own right. And he is the strongest, toughest, and baddest god that we have. To fight against who? Apophis. That's his job. His job is to, don't worry about it. During the day, don't worry about nothing. No, morning, sunrise, we got that covered. High noon, got that covered. Sunset, we cool. But when we get down in here, showtime. That's when you take over and you do what you do to get me out of here so I can do my thing in the morning. That's God's bodyguard, I call him. Yeah, you really his bodyguard. And anything, the star, the lead personal bodyguard, job is to just protect him or her, whoever they may be. Seth's job is to protect Ra from Apophis. That's what he do. He ain't got nothing other job. He done lost all credibility. He ain't got nothing else to do except fight Apophis on a what? Nightly basis. That's his job. And you should be on your conceptually to understand when you fighting against evil, it's the 24/7 job. Why? He on his. He ain't gonna stop. Okay? Evil, entropy, don't care. Apophis don't give a crap. And when he lose, okay, he patches himself up. All right, don't worry. I'll be right over here when you come back tomorrow. We're going to do this again. You ever know them kind of guys who just ain't going to quit? Apophis can't be killed. Rob can't be shut down. So these two forces that never going to give in to each other. So they constantly go back and forth. That's why we got night and day. Okay, that's the first story ever told. Why? We went from darkness to light. So again, I'm gonna wrap that. Well, I got a few minutes. I'm gonna take you through this quick. The general principles of right thinking philosophy, aka Shita Netta. These are the teachings that the Commission scriptures laid out in ancient times. Let me see if they apply to today's time. What they said back thousands of years ago, let's see if it still holds true today. How about that? I'm wrapping it up with this. Number one, the purpose of life is what? To attain the great awakening. I just passed by Nihas. I did that before so many times. I didn't beat you over here with that. But the goal in life, I want you to read that leads to this. That's what they got it there. I just been passing to get to this. All right. So the purpose of life is to attain the great awakening, aka enlightenment. Know thyself. That's what I base my philosophy on. Right there. That one right there. So anything after that, they say you gain what? Knowledge of self first, and everything else will be given to you or get it, whatever it is. But the first thing you want to do is get self-knowledge and master yourself, oneself. Know thyself. Know who you are. Okay? That's the main goal for us as human beings. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. The human experience is to what? To know thyself. Simply that. The great awakening. But it's work and things that you have to do to make that possible. That's the caveat right there. Number two. Right thinking philosophy teaches that the study of spiritual investigation as the highest endeavor of life, knowing who you are, obtaining self-knowledge and having self-mastery is the highest level of human goal that you should be striving for. That's nihas. That's spiritual enlightenment. That's the highest level in life that you can reach. Why? That's how you punch your ticket for the next life. This life is temporary. Don't fall in love with it. Use it to your benefit. Master it so that way when it's over, you can go into the real eternal life. Immortality. That's when God dwells. Okay? When you go back home, that's what it is forever. Right thinking philosophy, aka Shita Netta, enjoins that it is the responsibility of every human being to promote order and truth within themselves. Before you police or tell anybody else, you should hold yourself accountable. If you're going to teach it or preach it, you better live it. That's what that's saying right there. And I'm 100% in compliance with that. Moving on. Number four. Right thinking philosophy, aka Shita Netta, enjoins that the performance of what we call selfless service to family and community and humanity is a must. I'm performing my selfless service right now. That's I look at this as. I'm giving something. I don't want nothing in return. The views tune in, get the lesson, but I don't need nothing from you. I'm the giver. I'm here to give. Number five. Right thinking philosophy enjoins the protection of nature. I agree 100%. We need to protect what's ours. We just tearing it up. And remember, Mother Nature fight back. She's going to take but so much, and then she's going to fight back. Moving on. We know that. Now, number six. Right thinking philosophy enjoys the protection of the weak and the oppressed. Yes. If I see somebody being taken advantage of, I'm going to try to help them out. I ain't the hero or that. No. But I know when and when not to. How about that? Okay. I know right from wrong. I can decide when I can make that decision. When I do, that'll be my decision to make. And I deal with the consequences that come with that. Simple. Number seven. Right thinking philosophy enjoins what? The caring for hunger. Taking care of others who are what? Without. If you are in need, I'm going to help you out. If within my capabilities. Simple as that. Moving on. That's an easy one for me. Also, again, right thinking philosophy enjoys caring for the homeless. I went to Patterson and walked the streets to help assist people in their life. Moving on, I did that. Again, I put my work in for that aspect too. I put that to use. Anything I learned, I practice and I put it to use. Yeah. Okay. Now I did it. Now successful. I got one. I thought I was. Come on, man. My goal was to try to help people out. And if you get one, you did your job. If I get one view, that means somebody get this lesson. I've done my job. so to speak. All right. But again, number 9, right thinking philosophy enjoys what we call equality for all people. I treat people the same whether they're here or there. Don't make a difference. That's just fair. I want to be treated that way, so I treat people that way. Number 10, I'm going to wrap it up. All right, I see the clock. Right thinking philosophy enjoys the equality between men and women. I keep trying to tell you, ain't neither one y'all tipping the scale in your favor. Why? You need her and she needs you. Simple as that. Stop with the who more, who got. Stop. Balance is the way to go. Number 11. Right thinking philosophy enjoys justice for all. Yep, yep. But that's not what we live in. We live in a white society with white privilege. They get treated a little different than we do. Moving on. That ain't justice. Moving on. Number 12. Right thinking philosophy enjoys the sharing of the resources. If I got it, you got it. If you need it and I got it, you got it. Simple. All right. Number 13. Right thinking philosophy enjoins the protection and the proper raising of children. Hell yeah. That's my biggest pet peeve right there. That's how we losing the fight. Why? Our children are not being armed with the weapons that we need that can make a change in our lives. By them. Give them the truth. Then they're ready to go. We keep feeding them the same old. They're not going to get it with that. That's not going to change nothing. That's why they give it to us. The same system I learned 50 years ago, still teaching to this day. That's crazy. Why everything changes except education? Information. Moving on. I'm just saying. Number 14, I'm wrapping up with this one. Appreciate you tuning in. Right thinking philosophy also enjoins the movement toward what I call balance and peace. As long as we respect each other, we have balance. And if we keep from worrying about who got more, who got less, we can have peace amongst each other. That's the name of the game. You do you, I do me. We can maintain or coexist, so to speak. But somebody got to always be in charge. That's not always a good thing to be. You in charge of you, I'm in charge of me. I don't need you running me, and I ain't trying to run you. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Right thinkers, I'm just teaching now. We heading on pay. Oh, now I'm going to introduce you into the Egyptian yoga philosophy. For all my Christians, I got a lesson for you coming up. This ought to be fun. I'll be right back. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinkers who now understanding the entropy, the force of entropy, and set ready the bad guy and passed away. I'm gonna get into my spiritual breakdown of the wisdom and philosophy that related to what yoga. So I'll be right back.